Alright, cool. We finna look into, what games we finna bet on. No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I already got my mind made up with game I'm betting on. I figured that out Thursday, you feel me? But I'm gonna break down my thinking process. So today we figured it's a weekend, so it's a Vegas day, right? Alright, but again, even though it's a Vegas day, what we said, the first game of the day is a public, and the last game of the day is a public game, no matter if it's a Vegas or a public day. You feel me? So if they start at the same time, all of them are considered public games. They all are one. So we got Oklahoma, Miami, Duke. Miami gonna beat them. You feel me? But I feel like, but I don't think. See, minus 1400. Like you ain't gonna make no money off that shit, cause like you ain't gonna make no money off that. So it's not worth betting. Memphis being them, yeah, minus 275. I like to keep it under minus 200 if I'm gonna bet on something, cause you at least gonna make half of what you put in when it's minus 200. You know what I mean? When it's minus, you divide. So if you put $50 on a minus 200 game, you're gonna make 25 profit. I mean, they're gonna pay you your 50 back plus the 25, but profit you only make 25. So I'm not getting at least half of my money back. I'm not betting on it, me personally. You feel me? So you got Purdue, Northwestern. I'll leave that alone. Ohio State and Penn State. All right. I like Ohio State, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay, Ohio State is ranked number 4. Penn State is ranked number 3. Even though Penn State is ranked above them, I still feel like Ohio State is the better team. And let me tell you why. Ohio State has one loss, right? So you remember when in the notes what it said? Look at ERA standings, last game results in all sports to see if the lines make sense. So we're gonna read the lines first. All right. 17% of the money is on Penn State. Now they're underdogs, but they slight underdogs. They not like a, you know what I mean? They not like a, like some people really believe Penn State can win. So they're not like a big underdog. It's just plus 135. But 17% of the money is on Penn State. So if they feel like it's a slight underdog, why is it not that much money on them? You know what I mean? It should be at least 30%. You feel me? It's only 17. We go to Ohio State. They have minus 160. 83% of the money is on Ohio State, right? And they're the favorite. So on a public on a public game, you want to bet on the favorite. You know what I mean? Because they're the most. That's what the public is going to bet on, basically. You see 83% of the money, the public is rocking with Ohio State. Now, another reason why I like them is before I started recording Thursday, Ohio State was at minus 150. Now they minus 160. You remember? Right here, when they say if it's in a public slot, if the favorite odd jump dramatically, that tells you it's a lock. It was at minus 150. It's at minus 160 today. So to me, that's a lot. Let's go to the spread. Okay. I like the spread also, but I'm going to be cautious because 64% of the money on Ohio State, 35% of the money is on Penn State spread. All right. If you go, you see it went from minus 108 at the open to minus 110 right now. So that means it pays you less. So this is the more favorite pick, right? If you go to Ohio State, it went from minus 112 to minus 110, meaning it's paying you more. So that's a Vegas movement, but they in a public slate. They in a public slate, meaning if this was more of a lot of gonna hit, it should have been minus 114, minus 115, not minus 110. So that's a little tricky. And the average person know that Ohio State should beat Penn State by more than 3. You know what I mean? But I think Vegas is trying to trap you into this pick because it pays way more than if you take just the money line. The money line went 60. So if you put 50 on it, you only gonna make like 30 something. But if you put 50 on the spread, the win -3, you're gonna make like 47 back. You know what I mean? Profit. So most people gonna go to this, but I think it's a trap. So you want the most valuable pick. The most valuable pick is this money line because the spread they gotta win by more than 3. With the money line, they just gotta win. You know what I mean? So this the most valuable pick. Now, don't just go off my word though. You feel me? We got the line out the way. Now let's see if the stats back up what I mean. So we're gonna go down to they last 5 games. Ohio State played, Nebraska, Oregon, Iowa, Michigan State, Marshall. They beat all them teams. They lost to Oregon by 1. Oregon is the number 1 team in the nation, so that's a excusable loss. You know what I mean? They wasn't ranked number 1 then, but Oregon my favorite team, so I know they fire. You feel me? But they beat Nebraska. Now they ain't blow Nebraska out, but they beat them. All right, Penn State. They played Wisconsin, USC, UCLA, Illinois, Kent State. All right, okay. To me, them last 5 games they won, and they're barely winning. The competition not as good as Ohio State competition. You get what I mean? So yeah, they beat USC. USC is not doing well this year, and they only beat them by 3. UCLA, like, come on, you're supposed to blow UCLA like by 20 if you the number 3 team ranked in the nation. You know what I mean? Like Kent State, you supposed to beat Kent State 56-0. Illinois only by 2 touchdowns. Like them not impressible. That they don't impress me. You know what I mean? Ohio State, Nebraska by 21-17. That don't impress me either. But they beat Iowa 35-7. Iowa can beat any of these teams right here. Michigan State, they beat them 38-7. Michigan State can beat any of these teams right here. You get what I mean? Marshall, we don't count Marshall. Marshall suck. So now, since they beat Nebraska by 21-17, now I understand why the spread is 3 points. And if they only beat Nebraska by what it is, 4, I don't expect them to beat Penn State by more than 3. You get what I mean? Logic wise, just looking at the spread. But me personally, I think they can. But to be less greedy, because remember, stay on the path of less greed. To stay on the path of less greed, we're going to stick with the Ohio State money line. If you go head to head, look at this shit. Last 5 times they played, Ohio State won. Like, come on, man. If you look at the money line, they're undefeated at 6-1. You know what I mean? But as a favorite, Ohio State is 6-1. Penn State, they don't really have no record against them as the favorite. So I gotta go Ohio State, man. So that's me personally. That's what I'm going with. And to show y'all I'm not just yapping, I'm gonna log in and I'm gonna bet it. Alright, cool. So we looking Ohio State, Penn State. Look, it moved to 175 now. Bro, it's a lot. You see it constantly move. It was just at 160. You know what I mean? So I'm only gonna make $28 off this shit. Or 40 gonna make me 22. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video showing. Actually, nah. This what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the 50 on here. If we win, I may do a little small parlay. You feel me? We want to do singles and keep it to 1 to 3 picks. So we might do a 2-man parlay later today if this win. Or I might just chill, honestly. But you see, it's at 175, so I'm at least getting half of my money back. Now, you don't have to do a single like me. Most bettors say singles is slow money, little money, but your win rate is way higher. But I know most people we better, so you gonna want to parlay. So you can go Ohio State. I'm just picking stuff just to show you could parlay and get some big. Georgia, it's minus 750. I don't like shit like that. You're not gonna get no money for real if it's that high. We can go. We can go. We can go. I'm just gonna start clicking stuff just so you can see. Louisville plus 10, USC, um, Kentucky plus 17. Like you see, $10 will make you 95, 15 make you 143. Like you can cook something up, but we just going single because, like I said from my notes, 1 to 3 picks, that is the most valuable pick to me out of everything on here. The most valuable pick to me is the goddamn Ohio State money line. And it's a lot. The line keep moving. So, hold 50 ball. Let's get it. I'm going to post the outcome of the game at the end. I'll let y'all know if I do a parlay. But, yeah, that's my little breakdown on how to research picks. Do me a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button for me. Gonna have more content coming consistently. Um, I'm trying to teach y'all how to bet on here first before we start doing challenges, before I introduce you to my chat, all that stuff. But right now, I'm giving y'all number free game. So please, please, please like, subscribe, and go in the comment section and be like, if you have any questions, ask me. Add me on Instagram, TBF_Mari. I'm gonna show y'all. Add me on Instagram, TBF_Mari. Feel me? Hit me up. Any questions?